I wanted to bring on a non-musician who is very connected to the music community, has been in the trenches for years. Great friend Allie, and to see where you were, I met Allie at there used to be a club called the Five Spot. That was located in Little Five Points. I was working with our good friend Jonathan Lloyd. Shout out to Brother Lloyd. He's doing footwork, trying to get people in the doors. And this is what year? Like, this is like...
I mean, I'm 38, and I started it when I was 23. So it's been a minute.
And I want you to tell people just kind of what you're doing now, and some of the things that you're working on, and all that good stuff. Just real quick overview.
Sure. I started my company as just a concert promoter, and my concert promotion company came about from being a massive local music fan and local music supporter, and I would go out to shows and see incredible talent in our community that had like 5 to 10 people in attendance at a show. And so I started, like the roots of my business started from that passion of just wanting to help and talking with bands, finding out like, well, what did you do to promote your show? And a lot of them would say, like, I made a Facebook event and invited my friends. And hey, that's awesome. I'm sure your friends will come out to your first 5 shows.
Right.
But that can't be your entire fan base, especially if you want to grow as an artist. And so, yeah, I mean, I started as a one-woman street team and would go to every coffee shop in town and every light pole in town. And then from there, I became a talent manager. And I did some tour management, and I became a talent buyer. And then from there, I started music curation and stage management, production management. When a venue I was talent buying for closed, I was like, well, I'm going to lean into production and see where that takes me. And now I have a really successful production company, an event management company. I have employees and like 100 contractors. It's really cool. I get to give a lot of work to a lot of musicians and a lot of people. And for the people that are not performers, that love musical performance, that put in all the work but don't get the accolades. It's great. I'm heading to, my team's already on site in Bonnaroo. I have other team wrapping up in Kentucky on Railbird Festival. We had 7 active sites this week, and I was chilling at home, which is crazy.
Right. What's the name of your company?
Goodfoot Productions.
So it's still Goodfoot. Because that's what it was back in the day.
It is weird that I have to explain to a lot of people what the significance is now. I never thought when I named my company after a James Brown song that I would have to like explain the significance of the song.
Right.
But
I still have posters.
Me too.
From Lloyd's, from some of those shows that we did, and your little logo and everything is on there. Goodfoot Productions. So
I love that Lloyd series.
Yeah. Where can people find you if they are interested in? Do you have a website?
We do.
Just social media? What's your
website is goodfootpro.com.
Okay.
Instagram is Goodfoot Productions.
Okay.
And I think Facebook is the Goodfoot. If you search first name Good, last name Foot, you'll find us.
Okay. Getting people in the door to shows is so important, and a lot of that has been left up to musicians now. Not only writing music and producing music and rehearsing the band, and now you've got to do all your own social media. You got to do all of that stuff. So people like Allie, it's a blessing to have lovers of music and who get it.
I can tell you, if it would be helpful, some of the things that we would look for in curation.
Okay.
I mean, like if I have a client that wants me to curate music and seek out talent, I can tell you that there's some basic things they're looking for. Like one, if you're younger talent and you don't have a website, you're doing yourself absolutely no favors. There are still a lot of older generation people that don't use social media. So there's a lot of people that are like, oh, I only have Instagram. Oh, I only have this. But then you're limiting yourself to a younger generation that can book you. Other things are like making sure that your music showcases your range. So like if your website only has your first 3 tracks that are spotlighting only your slow tempo. You want to make sure whatever's on your site is the first 3 tracks are normally only what a potential client's going to listen to. So make sure it showcases multiple tempos and multiple ranges and lets them see. Having press photos mixed with live performance photos is a really big thing. It lets them see your stage presence, plus it makes you look professional, and then having some video content from your live shows. And then it sucks, but Facebook likes are a metric for a lot of talent buyers. But it's worth maybe paying a bot to buy some likes. Because I know it kind of stinks and it feels icky.
Man, that's deep.
It feels really icky, but I will tell you, I flat out have a metric of clients sometimes that say, hey, I don't want any bands that have less than 1,000 Facebook followers. And I'll be like, well, this band that you're looking at has, 3,000 Facebook followers, but they aren't actually that popular. And it should be purely based on talent and merit. But it's not always when you're building a name.
And people, unfortunately, hear with their eyes.
They do.
We're up against a lot of that.
I think a lot of the people that buy talent aren't necessarily connected to the industry in a deep way. So they're looking at metrics.
Interesting. But that's real talk, and it's good to kind of have somebody on the inside who is pro musician,
very pro
music, and knows what it's like to try to build something from the ground up. Shooting straight with you about, these are certain things that you kind of have to do to kind of get in the mix. So I think that's really valuable information, and we'll shoot that out. It's really great.
I deeply care. I can't tell you the number of times I came out of pocket for guarantees just because I wanted to build talent I was passionate about in my market. I deeply, deeply care. And I think there's not a lot of really good, clear guidance on actually what can get you out there besides your direct network.
So check Allie out at goodfootpro.com. Check her out on all Facebook, Instagram, everything. Send her a message, see if she can help you out. If you're looking for, even if you're just looking for some advice, some ideas of some different things. She's very busy, so no guarantees, but she's got a lot of people working for her. And sometimes you just got to hang in there and be in the mix. It's people reach out and it's, they didn't get back. Well, it's there's a lot of people.
Don't be afraid to follow up.
Exactly. Just follow up, be patient, and know that she's one of the good ones.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
Appreciate
You're one
you.
of the good ones.
Awesome. Thank you.
Talented and a good dude.